Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre. Just come up for a little bit, do a little bit of chat. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Buffalo Sabres. Put my hat on for them. Talk a little bit about the current roster, and then I'll talk a little bit about the upcoming draft. Okay, let me bring up a slide over here so we can first talk about the team. All right. See over here, I got them listed. I got some color codes on here too. I'll talk about. Hope you have like your comments in that. If you see like purple, that means that those guys are restricted free agents and they need to get something, be signed or traded or something. The yellow means that they were either traded or I would like them to be traded. I'll explain them there. And then, as you're going to see up in the top right wing, we got Jack Quinn there. He was a RFA and he just signed this afternoon, 2 more years. So that's good. Now I'm going to have Jack step it up this year and get up to that maybe 20, 25 goal level. He's capable of doing it. He's got a great shot. He's just got to get more in there. Now, currently on the roster, as you can see, I think that's purple. For anybody that comes up late, the purple's RFAs. Yellows, like Lafferty and Krebs, Bryson and Brown, trade them. Let's get some stuff for them, in my opinion, anyway. Okay, we'll go down there. But in the top line, I got Yuri Kulich and I got Tage Thompson and Jack Quinn. This is just my projections. It's probably going to change 100 times between us before the season starts. And so I'm doing this because Tage Thompson's got more experience. Kulich just came up last year, but got back, called up for the first time to the team, and he actually did play center some. So he could move over there and get Tage back on the wing. This line here is pretty steady. This is Alex Tuck, Josh Norris, who, if he's back from injury, I hope. We just got him in a trade last year, and he played 3 games, and he was out. Jason Zucker, nice pickup for the Sabres there. This could be our number 1 line. Big thing for Alex Tuck this year. This is his contract year. Let's please try to get him signed to an extension. This is important. Not try, do it. We need Alex Tuck on this team. Okay, he's the key. Like I said, Jack Quinn just signed a 2-year extension this afternoon, so that takes him off the RFA status. Then we go down to the third line. We got Ryan McLeod, who we picked up in the trade last year from Edmonton. And Ryan had put up career numbers for us last year. Let's get him. He's RFA, and let's get him signed before the 1st of July. Jordan Greenway's under contract. Jordan plays study tough. He's just a nice, tough player. By tough, he bangs into the corners. He holds on to the puck a lot. And then Zach Benson, I got down here in the third line. Zach's only 5'10", 170. I was not a fan of his when he got drafted. And then he wasn't old enough to be able to play in the AHL. There's an age limit if they come from somewhere in the Canadian teams that they can't play in the AHL at 18. So he got put on the team. Now he's on the team. So I got him down to third. Then down here in the fourth line, what I'm thinking there, we got Beck Mellenstein. Beck came over from the Capitals. Beck's a good player. He chases. He's up and down. He's a 2-way player. Then I got this Konsta Helenis. He was our draft last year. He played in the AHL this year. He had some decent numbers. And if he makes the team, let's get him at least get him in the fourth line center spot there. Then over here we got Josh Doan, who we just got in the JJ Peterka trade. And I got a slash for Isaac Rosine, who plays wing or center. And Isaac's put up really good numbers down in the AHL, but he hasn't so far in the NHL. But again, he has not played very many games in the NHL. Every time he comes up, and then he's put on the fourth line, you don't get a lot of time. So maybe I got to do something with him. Maybe they're going to look at trading him. Who knows? Sam Lafferty, nothing hurt by me if they trade him. Okay, he hasn't done much. He's on 1 more year on his 2-year contract, I think. Then Peyton Krebs, he's an RFI. And I'm saying trade him. This guy was what held up the Jack Eichel deal 3 years ago. It was him. Now, he came over and they put him on the fourth line. They played him with Gergensons and they played him with Kyle Okposo down there. But last year he got more time, and he really has not showed me an offensive side to warrant him being any higher than the fourth line center. Okay, Noah Ostlund. Noah's showed some good stuff down in the AHL, and he might get a chance to make the team this year. We'll have to see. He's a little bit, again, on the smaller side that I really don't like too much. Tyson Kozak has played most of his career in the AHL for the Rochester. He's an RFA this year, and, they bring him up a couple times a year. He comes up, and he doesn't play a lot, and so he doesn't have the opportunity, I think, to show what he can do in the NHL. Down in defense, of course, we got Rasmus Dahlin. Then I put Matthias Samuelsson over here because that's what when Matthias is not injured, that's where they normally play him, opposite of Dahlin. We got Owen Power. And then there's Michael Kesserling. This was the second guy that was brought over in the J.J. Peterka trade, and he's a big one, and he's a right-handed defenseman. So that means a lot because right-handed defensemen in the NHL are pretty hard to come by. He's young, he's big, and he doesn't mind banging it into the ball, banging and standing up for his teammates either. And I understand he has, if he's on a team, he'll have the second hardest shot behind Tage Thompson. So that would be kind of cool if we can get him out on the power play and start banging them in from out there too. So Kesserling, let's see how that's going to work out this year. Then down 3, I got Connor Clifton, who's got another year. Connor lead in hits. Then I've got Ryan Johnson plugged in down there with him. Ryan is an RFA this year also, and it took us a while to get him signed in the first place coming out of college. So this might be a tough RSA to get signed, but I think the year before last we played him quite a bit. Last year we didn't play him a lot, and now this year, who knows what's going to happen with him. But I like to see him. He's a youngster. He plays good game. I'd like to see him stick around. Then extras, I got Jacob Bryson with yellow. I have never been a Jacob Bryson fan. I just don't like the small defenseman, as small as he was. I think Ryan Johnson's not much bigger. Then we got Jacob Bernard Docker, who came over from Washington with Beck Mellenstein. And he's big, and he plays a pretty good game that he's played with Buffalo, but he's an RFA also. Then the big RFA is Bo Byram. See, I got an RFA and I got the yellow. This guy is a really, really good defenseman. How we got him off of Colorado, I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to make some cap space. But anyway, he's going to be like an $8 to $10 million guy in the NHL. So I'm hoping that maybe we use him with package him with some picks, package him with another prospect, and let's get another top 6 forward in there in the group from somewhere, not prospects, not players, just another top 6 forward, really to top things off. Then goalies, we got UPL on the contract, and then we got Devin Levi, who's an RFI. James Reimer, who was our backup and primary goal towards the end of last season, he's an unrestricted free agent. So the goaltending situation in Buffalo is always tossed up in the air. And I'm going to talk about the draft coming up here in a little bit. But as you see down here, J.J. Peterka was an RFA, and we did trade him. We got Kesserling and Josh Doan in for them. Both young men, both have prospect potential. Will they be great? Will they be bad? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's give them a chance anyway. But Peterka, everybody knows I was a big J.J. Peterka fan. And then this year, when all of the nonsense started about him not wanting to be in Buffalo, that really started changing my mind. Because if you don't want to be in Buffalo, I say goodbye, get rid of him. And they did the night before last. And he went over to Utah, and they re-signed him right away for an extension, like $7.5 million a year or something like that. Anyway, I liked him. I liked him when he got drafted. When he made the team. I liked his offensive side, and I have to agree with all of the other critics. His defensive side needs a lot of work, okay? is not a two-way player. So we're not. Is that going to help improve our defense? I hope so, because I hope somebody else steps up and does that. So there we are. That is the roster as it stands now, as far as contracts and that, and what I'm thinking. All of this could change in that trades and everything. So let's take a look at the draft stuff here. Okay. On this draft list is only guys that I have seen pop up in mock drafts for Buffalo. Who knows how good the mock drafts are? And this number down the right-hand side is the number of mock drafts that they'd shown up as a Buffalo pick. Okay, and they were showing up this Radom Murka. This is a 6'6", 218-pound right-handed shot defenseman. Now, if he falls to 9th, will the Sabres take him? Or will they figure that, well, we just got Kesserling in a trade, and that'll hold us off for a while, and go for another forward? I don't know. All right. And then the second guy that they got is Roger McQueen. 6'5", 192, been in 5 different mock drafts, dropped to us. Roger had some injuries last year, so he didn't get to play a lot. So that's, drafting on the bet that he's going to be in or be able to play. After that, I see, let's see, who's that other guy? Jake O'Brien, 6'2", 170. I'm not a fan of the small guys. Now, 6'2", 170. Let me see if I can see how old he even is. Well, I can't even find him now. All right. Anyway, who got a good size that I would recommend? Okay, some of these 2 guys here at the top, they are not going to fall that far. That's for sure. This guy could even go 3rd or 2nd. These guys are not going to fall that far. Victor Eglin has been mentioned a lot. He's a 5'11", 170. I'm not real keen on that one. Size, this guy here, the 6'2", 170. Now he's probably going to grow into it. Brady Martin. It's going to be interesting. I think that if they don't take Murtka and he does fall, I think they'll take either Victor, knowing their history, Victor Eglin or Ryan McQueen. So you got any inputs, let me know. Put them down there, and we'll see how the draft is going to work out. I'll go back and show you the team roster as I've been looking at it lately. And just as a recap for anybody that just came on late, I have the purple means that the player's RFA. You see up in the top right, we got Jack Quinn. He was purple. He just signed a 2-year extension today. So that's really good. We need Jack. We need him to step it up. He's only 23 years old. Let's step it up. Let's get up to that 25-goal level. We got Ryan McLeod there in the center that we picked up from Edmonton last year. He's an RFA. We need to get him signed. But I think the biggest out of all of the signings we got to do is Alex Tuch. Alex Tuch is going to be going into his contract year. And Alex Tuch's going to get paid. But let's pay him, and let's give him the extension. Let's get it done. Let's not wait till the end of the season. This is a guy that we got to keep. We definitely need to keep him. And let's hope that his love of being a Buffalo Sabre stays there around this year, and he signs a nice contract. All right, and then down there we got Sam Lafferty in yellow. You trade Sam. I'm not a fan of Sam Lafferty. He's got 1 more year. He didn't really help us. Peyton Krebs, he's an RFA, and I say trade him. Peyton Krebs was one of the clogs in the Jack Eichel trade, which actually did hold the trade up for a while. But he has not shown me anything. Yeah, sure, he got straddled with the 4th line work the first 2 years with Kyle Opozo and Zengus Gergesons. But last year he got to play some other line stuff, and he really has not showed me the offense that I would like to see. Okay. Noah Ostlund, I haven't seen him play much, but he's not been doing well down in the American Hockey League. Maybe it's time that he's going to make a move up there, especially if they get rid of Lafferty or Krebs. And then Tyson Kosen, who's a RFA over there on the right side under the extras. Tyson's played most of his time in the AHL. He's got a few call-ups in the last couple of years, but again, he has not been given a lot of play time in order to be able to actually show what he's got. Going down into the defenses, then I'm looking at Dahlin, and then I put Matthias Samuelsson next to him because that's normally where they pair him up when he's not injured and he's playing. Then Owen Power, and I paired up Michael Kesserling. This is the new guy that just came in the J.J. Peterka trade. He's a big one. He's a right-handed shot, and he's 218 and 6'5", something like that. Good size and everything. Then Connor Clifton down there in D3. He's got one more year with us. He's a real banger. We really need his grit. And then Ryan Johnson is an RFA. He's a youngster. The year before last, we played him more, and then last year we didn't play him all that much. He played in the AHL. He's an RFA now. We had to wait a long time for him to even sign out of college, so we might have a hard time re-signing him or signing him. In Jacob Bryson down there, I've never been a Jacob Bryson fan, so I will not be feeling bad if they trade Jacob. Jacob Bernard Docker, he came over with Melenstein in the trade. I forgot to talk about that third line up there. Melenstein in the Washington trade, and he played okay for us. I won't mind if they re-sign him at all. And then Bo Byron. Bo Byron's going to be an $8 to $10 million pay somewhere. And I'm sure it's not going to be with us. So what I'm hoping now is that they use Bo, him, but package him up with somebody else or package him up with some prospects, and let's get a top six forward or somebody that can score 25 to 30 goals in. Okay, going back up to that third line up there on the top, I skipped right over them. In fact, I skipped over the second line too. Jason Zucker was a great pickup for the Sabres and second line. Josh Norris, traded him and got him in a Dylan Cousins trade last year, and then he got hurt. We only played 3 games for us. Let's hopefully he gets back and gets in there. And if that was the second line right there, that could actually be stronger than the first line. Third line, Jordan Greenway. He's got a lot of grit. He plays tough on the puck, holds the puck a lot. He adds good D to the team and plays a lot of penalty killing. And I did talk about Ryan McLeod. Zach Benson, I got him down there. I wasn't a fan of the Zach Benson when he was drafted, and I'm still not. I did his size. That's what gets me. Then that third line or fourth line, I got Melenstein. I like. He's up and down. He's a two-way player, and he's banging, and he came over from Washington. The Constance Halilinas in the middle there, he was our first-round pick last year, and he played in the AHL last year. He was old enough, or he came from somewhere where he can play, and he did okay. So I'm hoping maybe they're going to give him a chance on the team to start. Over on the right, we got Josh Doan, the right winger. He's 23 years old. He came in on the Peterka trade. And then we got Isaac Rosane, who 2 out of the last 3 years, he's scored really, really good in the AHL. But when he gets the call-up, he hasn't been able to show anything because he normally doesn't get to play all that much. So I don't know what they can do. Buffalo's got so many good prospects on how they can expect them to make it in the NHL if they don't give them efforts to do so. All right, then down there in the bottom, I got the RFAs down there and the goalies is Devin Levi. James Reimer, he's an unrestricted free agent. The Buffalo goalie position situation is always crazy. Oh, I see some guys talking to me. I am sorry. Well, I am very sorry. I missed that over there. Yeah, I'm not a glutton for punishment, but I've been a Sabre fan since they came into existence. Before them, it was the Buffalo Bisons, because I'm from Buffalo in the American Hockey League, and I've been a Buffalo hockey fan ever since them back in the all odd days. Yeah, I think that what Kesselring been getting over there, and Kesselring can provide some good D. He's got a really good shot. He's that right-handed. He's a big guy, and I think what I would think though is that maybe Power does play. In my opinion, I watch almost every game. Plays a little bit too soft, but I think that that'll come. But with having a solid guy over a defenseman that he can learn from and understand what he was going to be, will even make Owen Power a more enough offensive threat. So, we'll see. It's all going to, time will tell. I'm, getting Josh Doan and Michael Kesselring for J.J. Peterka did not upset me at all. Everybody knows that I was a J.J. Peterka fan right from the very beginning, from the day he got drafted. And I liked his offense of that. But, the last 2 years, his defensive, he's not a two-way guy. His defensive needs improvement, but he's young. He's still got time. But this year, when all that nonsense started that he wanted out, I'm the type to say, if you don't want to play for Buffalo, get him out of there. Get him out. And they did. So, like Kesselring and Doan, they may prove to be charms. We'll see as the season starts. And then I'll go over there and talk one more time. I'll show you one more time what I'm thinking on the draft here. Okay. The numbers down the right-hand side, these are all guys that have shown up in mock drafts, shown up for Buffalo. Yeah, get them cancers out of that dressing room. You're right. And I'm so happy that I'm going to regress back to that I watched Kesserling's interview yesterday, and he said one of the first guys that he talked to was Tage Thompson. Now, Tage and him played together on the gold medal team this year, and they also did some stuff previous to that there, so they know each other. And he says all Tage could tell him about that Buffalo was a good place to play and a good team, and so that there made me feel real comfortable that this whole thing with this J.J. Peterka thing is not spreading. And then today, this afternoon, they signed Jack Quinn off of RFA for 2 years, another 23-year-old. So that makes me feel real good. Well, anyway, in this draft, these numbers down here, the number of times they've shown up in mock drafts that I watch. You see, I watched a lot of mock drafts. This Radim Mertka, who's got 6, he's a right-handed defenseman. And I'll be surprised if he falls to 9th because of being a right-handed defenseman in the size, 6'6" and 218. Now, if he does fall, my thing is, will Buffalo take him to get another right-handed defenseman since they just got Kesserling, or will they say, well, we'll hold off? Because right-handed defensemen are pretty tough to get. And, if they take him, fine, they'll be good. If they don't take him, I don't know which way they're going to go. This Roger McQueen that keeps showing up here is a bit nice. I like his size. He's probably going to get even bigger pound-wise, 6'5", 192. But he was injured last year. He only played 8 games, so hopefully he's back from the injuries. Is going to be able to be okay on that. And then, so he's there. And the other ones I'm looking at is Jake O'Brien. This kid definitely must have the potential to get a little bit bigger at 6'2", 170. He's shown up 3 times. He's got a lot of talent, but I don't know. I'm not one anymore for the small guys in there. So, these 200 and 205 pounders, these guys are not going to fall. I'll be surprised if they even make it to 6th. So I'm thinking that Buffalo, if they don't want Mertka, they're going to go with either Victor Eglin at this weight that I'm not happy about, Roger McQueen, or Brady Martin. No, I say Brady Martin. I'm on Jack O'Brien. I'm sorry. He's 6'2", 170. So those are the 3 that I think that one of the 3 they'll take, unless they trade it. Maybe they're going to make a trade in that. So anyway, this has been a fun look at the draft. I've been watching the draft mock draft. Fun look at the Sabres as they stand right now. Okay, and anybody put some comments down there. Hit the like button and all that good stuff. If you're watching, you haven't subscribed, so yeah, please do and help the channel grow. So I'm going to get ready here now. We got 2 minutes till the draft kicks off. Keep your fingers crossed for whoever you're rooting for. Well, wait, let me see. The son is really high on Porter Malone. Thinks he's even better than Misa. My son watches loads of OHL. Yeah, I think Malone is really, really good also. And but I don't think he's going to get picked ahead of Misa. It'll surprise me because Misa scored, 62 goals last year or something like that. So I don't think he's going to get picked. But neither one of these two guys, Malone or Frondell, are going to fall past, I'll say 8th at the very highest. And that would be too close to Buffalo. That would be scaring me. So anyway, here we go. Let's get on here and watch these this draft. SoCalSabre saying thank you very much for stopping by. Put some comments in there. I'll get back with you. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other and stay safe.